So, hello guys, welcome back to ENL220 and Advanced English Syntax. We're looking at the English verb that we have been discussing. So we are continuing with the English verb, but now we are going to be looking at modal auxiliaries. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify modal auxiliaries, describe the different modalities that they express, identify the tense of modal auxiliaries, and also match modal auxiliary with their negations. So we are looking at modality, tense of modals, and the negation in modal auxiliary. So that is what this lesson is focused on. So by way of introduction, what do we think an auxiliary verb actually is? Auxiliary verb is actually replacing the verb, and it's replacing a lexical verb which carries the main information expressed by the verb. So most time it actually helps us. Now there are three kinds of auxiliary verbs. You have the central or main auxiliary verb. Now this include do, be, and have, like you have in I do that all the time. I am a person, or I have some money. So then you have modal auxiliaries. These are the can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, must, and ought, etc. That actually help the main verb to convey what it actually wants to say, and therefore giving is a modification and inflection, or a coloring, as the case may be. Then we of course have the other marginal auxiliaries such as used to, there and need. So we are going to look at them and see how they function as we go along. So in this class, we are going to study modal auxiliary. So let's look at modality. What essentially do we mean by modality? So the term modal refers to the specific way the speaker will like the hearer to understand what they see. So it's expressing the way to be perceived, or what is conveyed to be received by the listener. So let's look at this example. Can I have your pen, please? Now this suggests politeness. Now making a refer as opposed to give me your pen, which though a request sounds more like another, because um like I think we mentioned in the previous class when we are talking about mood and about mood. So we are able to show this difference. So auxiliary express the following ideas. It express politeness, permission, ability, possibility, willingness, obligation, necessity, insistence, even negation, authority. Of course, but when you look at obligation, actually is bent to authority. Then logical inference and time reference. So he has of examples there. Can or could express ability or capability. He can speak French but cannot write it. Could is also about possibility. The light could go off. So you can have can actually expressing somebody's ability, and of course in this example we gave, it's also being negated by the speaker. Um, the evidence person can speak French, but he does not have the ability or the capability to actually to write it. Maybe this is describing me, because I've been learning French for quite a while, but I don't know how far. I think I can actually read a lot of it yet, but then how much can I really write it? I cannot say. Maybe basic ability. So let's continue. Should or must expresses obligation. So the man should apologize. The girl must make a refund for the damage. So in these two cases now, we are having the auxiliary verb um, giving us um, the coloring that the verb must have to convey exactly what the intention, what the speaker expect from the sense of obligation. They may or might express permission or even probability. So you may use my library if you like. I might have gone. So that is a very high probability. So we got this from the modal verbs. You can check out again. I've done a work on the modal auxiliary, so you can check out my work. Check out my work on my Google Scholar page. So you see modality that I've actually done extensive work on that particular, analyzing some actual text, textual, um, actual text, the real life text. Then shall expresses willingness on the part of the speaker in the second or third person. So shall keep his promise. Now, this also is actually, we also say that it is also, as much as a willingness, it's also also saying that person is putting themselves under obligation. So because like we say, should actually is a sign of obligation, and even shall, as much as a promise, is also therefore putting the person under obligation. Will expresses intention, and most are used for futurity. So I will write a reply as soon as I get your letter. So this one is telling you that this is what will happen in the future. So that action shall be taken in the future. Ought expresses obligation or logical necessity. So she ought to be here by now. So in this case again, ought, should, or if you say she should be here by now, you still put the person obligation. So let's see some the tense of modals. So we can look at can. It has its past tense as could, may, might. But I must warn you that at times the change, that the meaning, even though it is supposed to be past tense, but at times it will actually also have its own coloration in the way it is used. So you need to have that at back of your mind. As much as you say, oh, this can is could is a past tense of can, but then it could be used, like we have seen, as a probability. So you need to take note of that. May, may, might, which also is a possibility. Then shall, should, which shall may be a promise, a future plan, but it could also be should be put the person under obligation. Then we talk about will and would, and is a future promise, and would, yes, it could be a promise that was made in the past. It could also mean that there is an expectation. So just be mindful of that. This then you have must and has or had to. Okay, I should have also added have. So have to. Then you have ought to, used to. Um, then you have needed to. Then there, dead to. So these are some of the examples you could see. Then we have almost all auxiliaries can be used negatively. Modal auxiliaries also undergo negation. So we can have can't, cannot. Yeah, the same way. So the contractor form is can't. The may not, mayn't, must, mustn't, must not, mustn't, ought to, ought not to, the oughtn't. Then you have need not to. Then you have needn't. So no needn't express the absence of obligation. So you must see him today, but you need not see him. So you need not see him. So that is in the case of needing now. So you take note of this. So your auxiliary can actually be negated. So can we also study that and see what actually that one does for us? So we are seeing the practice exercise. Then following my passage and about which forms of should or will can differentiate between volition, obligation, or pure future. And this is why I've told you that really you need to take note, because when you use a modal verb in the past, it could actually be telling you the meaning content, the semantic content may change. It's not just beyond just its past form. So you need to be aware of this and take note of this. So again, these are the further readings you may wish to take note of. We have looked at this over and again. So see you in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share the video with those of your classmates, and do not forget to respond to some of the things that we raise in the course of the lesson in the don't forget to in the comments. So we like your feedback. Thank you very much. See you in the